Is into bat for the second time. They got 303 in their first innings. At that time, the wicket was offering quite a bit. Oh, what a great opener there by Wasim Akram. Sherwin Campbell was a little late on that. And he might even be a little lucky to get away with it. He had come forward, but not too far forward. 4 slips and a gully. Waqar Younis, Philo Wallace lashes out, connects well from virtually the middle of the bat, and it may not carry all the way to the boundary. Ijaz Ahmed has a good arm, and it restricts Wallace to only 2. Now Wallace scored only 5. This is his debut match. Scored 5 in the first innings, and he will be looking forward to get a few more runs in this second essay. He also had to keep for the injured David Williams on day 3. Oh, again, wasn't very well timed. Philo Wallace obviously showing some nerves here. This time they're on 3. The Pakistanis losing their last 7 wickets for only 68 runs. Oh, again, and this time, once again, the umpire doesn't agree. Javed Akhtar hasn't given too many people out, and Wasim Akram is very disappointed. That was another great delivery, well worth a shout. Perhaps it was moving away into the right-hander, and since he'd come and his hand was away from the ball before his foot landed on the other side. So good work by Ijaz. Well, if that eluded the bat, that will be out. Waqar Younis moving the ball around a bit. Ideal conditions. It has been overcast all day, even cold. And he gets the better of Philo Wallace. Wallace made only 5 in the first innings, and in the second, he managed only 8. So not a very memorable debut for the big man. Ball comes in, wraps him on the back foot. That would have taken middle and off, and the umpire has no hesitation at all. So Waqar Younis doing the early damage. Wallace out for 8, was at the crease for only 15 minutes. Stuart Williams pats it into the covers for a single. Williams managed only 8 in the first innings. Goes for it. Popped up by Azhar Mahmood at gully and then caught at second attempt. Well, things really moving along for Pakistan now. They didn't have the extent of lead that they'd wanted. But Stuart Williams providing them with a little window here. Going for the drive, edging it to Azhar Mahmood at gully, who pops it up over the head. There it is again. The ball was reasonably full, but slanting across. Azhar Mahmood popping it up and then pocketing it. That's the second wicket for Pakistan. Isn't Azhar Mahmood delighted? Stuart Williams managed only 1. He'll be very disappointed. So much will once again depend on Brian Lara. Good running. Single was always there. Cover fielder near the 30-yard line, as it were. Three slips for Lara and a gully. 11 for 2. Big appeal, but David Shepherd is not impressed. It did look like Lara's bat was nowhere near the ball. Oh yes, if at all there was a touch on there, probably been Lara's jersey. Pull over. David Shepherd quick to spot that. Good decision. It's always dangerous. The bowler and others think that maybe he's got a glove on it, but his bat and glove came a lot later and the ball had whizzed past. Well, it just about managed to get a bat to that, but it could have been dangerous. A direct throw by Ijaz Ahmed. And is David Shepherd asking for the third umpire? Not yet. Well, he was well placed. There it is. Bit of an outside edge there. Sherwin Campbell responding, and Lara just in time. Well, had he taken a little easier, he might have been out. Good work by Ijaz in the field. Sherwin Campbell, 78 very good runs in the first innings. Oh, a firm drive, very well stopped by Azhar Mahmood. Taken a good catch earlier to get rid of Stuart Williams, and he's making this gully position quite his own. So, the West Indies in some early trouble, 2 wickets down.
A good time, we're gonna have a good time. Get it. There ain't no boundary between a man and a man. This is a gentleman. There is no way I will serve or not. Gotta have Kingfisher with my brother. Nothing
Kingfisher, worldwide sponsor of the West Indies Kingfisher team.
We all talk about
Waqar Yunus. Campbell is still there and looking good. Punched through the covers on the back foot. Ijaz will get to it though. Well, there's still a bit of day 4 left, and then of course day 5 to go. Although the West Indians have lost 2 quick wickets, they can still easily bat it out by showing some patience and confidence at the crease. Pakistani captain looking for a little bit of inspiration. Waqar Yunus once again going down the leg side. Mohammad Wasim doing very well to get to the ball. Unfortunately, it escapes, and a fine effort is not rewarded. 4 runs for Sherwin Campbell. Waqar Yunus straying down the leg side just a bit. Campbell picks that ball up very well, plays it off his legs, and Mohammad Wasim runs very quickly towards it, gets to it, but is unable to pull it back. Similar ball, this time very fine. Wasim had to run to his left first, this time to his right. That is spectacular. He did in better fashion what he failed to do just a touch earlier. Let's see, who is that? That is Shoaib Akhtar, beg your pardon, the debutant. So Shoaib Akhtar proving his worth in the side. It's not easy for a big man, especially these fast bowlers, to dive. That was spectacular. Wasim Akram. Oh, he's caught and bowled. What a big blow for the West Indies. So much depended on Brian Lara. But he went off in what must certainly be called a soft dismissal. He's patting it back to Wasim Akram, who had no problems going to his right and picking up the return catch. Brian Lara and all of the West Indies, especially their dressing room here and the rest of the team, will be very, very disappointed. They needed him to stay there. There's still a day and a bit to go. And although the West Indians might still bail themselves out, this will be a very, very crucial wicket. Got perhaps the toe of the bat. Might even have been a slower one. And Wasim Akram is delighted. Lara out for only 1 in about half an hour's play. Carl Hooper, 7 centuries to his credit. And now accompanies Sherwin Campbell, who continues to bat with flair. Anything outside the off stump, given a bit of space, width, and he launches himself into it. Waqar Younis tosses it up, gives him width, and Sherwin Campbell was right to the pitch of it. Though the score moves on. Again, straying down the leg side. Shoaib Akhtar will not be able to reach it this time. He's made a few spectacular efforts there at fine leg. Sherwin Campbell's shot was just too good, and he'll earn another boundary. 3 wickets down, though, for the West Indies, and that will be the worrying factor. Debutant Shoaib Akhtar maintaining a straight line. Two wickets in the first innings. This his debut test. He's really steaming it. Well, a possible return catch there. A little too wide, of course. Mushtaq Ahmed. Now, a little mushy, didn't get a single wicket in the first innings. Shoaib Akhtar really digs it in, and that's very well turned for 4. Hooper, this time again getting it past square leg. And will it reach all the way to the boundary? Yes, it will. Very well played. Good timing there by Carl Hooper. That will certainly be stopped. Mohammad Wasim. That's 2. So the West Indies now moving on. 53 for 3 wickets, and the 3 wickets are what is important. They have 7 left. Got a lot of protecting to do if they are to save this test match. That was his first innings analysis. No wickets. Ooh, quite a bit of turn for Mushtaq. The slip and gully colliding, but between them, unable to get to the ball on the full. That was played very well, in fact, by Sherwin Campbell. So the West Indians continue to remain in a bit of trouble. 3 wickets down, not too many runs on the board. And the Pakistanis must now be dreaming of perhaps another innings win. Let's see whether they can get there as we get into tea. Six for 3 Pakistan. The last session of play, which almost always has been curtailed. Oh, that was good work there by Carl Hooper. Pakistan might be sensing victory here. They might at least be thinking about it. They have gotten rid of Brian Lara, and if they can only do that quickly enough to Carl Hooper, Shivnarine Chandrapal and Sherwin Campbell, who alone knows. 61 for 3. And they were about 168 behind. So well over 100 runs still to make, but 7 wickets in hand. And with Sherwin Campbell going on well, Carl Hooper still in there. There's no reason for the West Indians to think that they will not make Pakistan bat again. Ooh, that could have been a return catch. Mushtaq Ahmed going a little too far left after his follow-through. And instead, Carl Hooper will get 2. Shoaib. Full down the leg side. He wants a decision, but that was well down the leg side. As a matter of fact, Sherwin Campbell might be feeling a bit of pain there. Akhtar is quick, if anything. And that was on the toe, on the boot. Mushtaq. Sherwin Campbell goes for a big swing. And the umpire is not impressed. Ball going between Sherwin Campbell's legs. Mushtaq with the wrong one. And although Moin did very well to collect, really didn't get a touch, did it? Again! Well, it was a very, very similar delivery. And take a look what happened again. Did it go off Sherwin Campbell's legs and then hit the stumps? That would be very, very unfortunate. Campbell was going along very well. The West Indians needed him to be there, to remain there till the end of the day's play. Wrong one, off the left pad and straight into the stump. A very unfortunate dismissal for Sherwin Campbell. But yes, the need the googly. Mushtaq Ahmed getting his first wicket of this second test match. That brings Shivnarine Chanderpaul in. Cut straight away. And if he's done that well enough, he might get 4. Shoaib Akhtar gets to it in time. 2 runs for Chanderpaul and 71 for 4. Wasim Akram gives width and Carl Hooper goes after it. It's one of the easier boundaries he's picked up. Lots of room, lots of space. He executed that shot wonderfully. Short, wide. And Hooper had no problems putting it away. Chanderpaul wades into it, goes across, gets to the pitch of the ball, and it'll go all the way to the boundary. Well, this is the last recognized pair, as it were, for the West Indies, Chanderpaul and Hooper. And if Wasim and company can get rid of this pair, then the West Indians might be staring down the barrel of yet another big defeat. 80 for 4. Hooper jumps out straight down the field, and that is 4. What is it? 6 runs for Carl Hooper. He really plays the spin as well, doesn't he? Uses his feet well. On that occasion, dancing out, getting to the pitch of the ball, going through with the stroke. Straight, nothing cross about it. That earned him maximum. Short. And Hooper once again digs deep into it. There's going to be another 6. So Hooper really getting after Mushtaq. Short, well outside the leg stump. That was the kind of delivery that got Sherwin Campbell out when he was trying to play straight. Carl Hooper picks it up very, very well. A huge hit over mid-wicket for 6. Goes after it again. What's it going to be? Another 6. This time over extra cover. We don't see too many of those. Carl Hooper really sinking his teeth into Mushtaq Ahmed. Didn't pick up any wicket in the first innings. Picked up only 1. Sherwin Campbell in the second. And this time being treated very, very harshly by Carl Hooper. Brilliant stroke. Over extra cover. Big hit for 6. Wasim Akram sends one into Chanderpaul. Umpire David Shepherd on that occasion has no doubt at all. And Chanderpaul will walk back to the pavilion. Very, very unlucky to be out. LBW, Wasim Akram. It was a very good delivery. Got him straight on the toe. He walked across. There it is, straight on the front toe. And although the ball was doing quite a bit, umpire David Shepherd had no doubt. Another big wicket for the Pakistanis to take. Shivnarine Chandrapal can really get stuck into it. Out for only 7. David Williams now in the first test match. He had 2 scores of 30. Let's see what he can do in company Carl Hooper. They take off. Very, very good pick up and throw there. Did it hit directly? We might have to get the third umpire involved here. Mia Aslam is the man waiting for the TV replays. There was very good work done by Mushik. Everything going right for the Pakistanis. Waqar Yunus teaming in. Carl Hooper sends it out to mid-off. It was his call. Now for a little bit of hesitation, David Williams responds. And look at that. A direct throw. David Williams just out of the crease. Very, very unlucky. That will be yet another wicket for the Pakistanis. Williams did very well in the first test. And on this occasion, going out for a duck. Oh! What was that all about? My God, Hooper. Well, one's happy you can get a smile out of him. I seem to go off the helmet and straight to Moin Khan. Talk about beamers. That was as dangerous as they'll come. Of course, it might not have been intentional. The ball slipping out of Waqar Yunus's hands. And Carl Hooper cannot believe it. Well, that's the end of play, though. On day 4, Bishop not out on 1 for company, and not very much to follow. Rose, Ambrose, and Walsh. So, can Pakistan sneak through with yet another in? Final day of the second test between the West Indies and Pakistan. And the West Indies still needing 70 runs to make Pakistan bat again. Hooper hooks, and that will be 6. So he picks up where he left off yesterday against Mushtaq Ahmed, hitting him for 3 sixes in 1 over. And now hooking skipper Wasim Akram for 1 over square leg. Just backward of that. Still 60-odd runs to go for the West Indies to make Pakistan bat again. Conditions once again overcast, ideal for swing bowlers. And Pakistan have 2 of the best. Another direct throw. Probably have to go to the third umpire for that. Now yesterday, the end of day 4, Ijaz Ahmed. Now Mushtaq Ahmed had taken care of David Williams, courtesy a direct throw from mid-off. This time, Ijaz Ahmed. Bishop sends it out into the covers. Ijaz picks up. And a very quick throw. Well, we might have to see that again. Oh, yes. Bishop is gone. Looks like the bail is off. Bishop is not home. And he might have to walk back. There it is. The Pakistanis picking up an early wicket on day 5. It could prove to be crucial. Although Carl Hooper is still there. But Bishop had been scoring runs. He got 20-odd in both the innings of the first test. And his contribution here could have been vital. Wasn't to be out for 2. Ijaz Ahmed, the direct throw. Franklin Rose. Carl Hooper hooks yet again. Then it'll be a boundary. Well, obviously Hooper's decided that he's not going to wait around to be unbeaten on 40-odd, 50-odd. He's going to go for it. And whether that helps the Pakistanis any, or the West Indians any, we'll find out. Hooper once again going for it. Did he get enough? A top edge, so Moin Khan, Wasim Akram thought. Not David Shepherd. So Carl Hooper living dangerously. He has already hooked Wasim Akram for 1 6 and a 4. But ball sort of climbed up on him a bit. And much to Wasim Akram's consternation, he's still there. Inzamam too in the background there, feeling vociferously. Luca's still there. 121 for 7. Now Franklin Rose belts it around. That's going to be 4 at long on. So the West Indians, well, in fact, it won't be. It's stopped just short of the boundary. And they're on 3. The West Indians certainly not planning on going out tamely. Flurry of strokes. Franklin Rose once again lofting it high. This time the mid-on is underneath it. And Mushtaq Ahmed pulls off a very, very nice catch. He had to run to his right and behind. But he kept his eye on the ball. And that was a fine catch. Gets rid of Franklin Rose, who didn't look like he wanted to stay there too long. That's 8 wickets down for only 126. So another 40-odd required. Only 2 wickets left. And will Pakistan once again win by an innings? They have every opportunity here. Only Carl Hooper still left. That's how Franklin Rose finally went. Very, very high hit. Mushtaq Ahmed got under it. And the West Indies now in very deep trouble. Curtly Ambrose not feeling too well. Normally he would come in ahead of Walsh. Carl Hooper going well in front to Wasim Akram. But the West Indies in very, very big trouble. Just 2 wickets left. Carl Hooper, of course, can single-handedly save the match, as it were, from an innings defeat. Let's see whether he can. Wonderful flown drive towards extra cover. And it will go all the way to the boundary. So Carl Hooper still not giving up. The West Indies won the first test by an innings and 19 runs at Peshawar. And here at Rawalpindi, marching on towards another very likely win, although whether it's going to be by an innings and a few runs, one will find out soon enough. Carl Hooper, though, still going very, very smoothly. In the first innings, he was completely out of sorts. Here he is in the second innings, doing what he might have done a lot better in the first innings. .131 for 8. They need 168, 169 actually, to make Pakistan bat again. Slower one by Waqar. And they now trail by 1 less. Hooper. Cutting and cutting very well for 4. So runs still coming for the West Indies, courtesy Carl Hooper largely. Ball angling across. Hooper gets above it and then pats it down. Very well timed. This helps it along. It's 4 wide of third man. Once again patting it into the covers. He wants the runs, and quickly too. Oh, a direct hit, and that really, to me, it looks out. Wonderful work again in the field by Mushtaq Ahmed. 2 was never on. Carl Hooper insisted on it. He wanted to get back to the strike, and that direct throw could well end Courtney Walsh's stay at the crease. He knows it. He's looking disappointed enough. In fact, walking back to the pavilion, but we will wait for the official decision. Out into extra cover. Mushtaq Ahmed runs in from the boundary and off the bounce. That is a direct throw. Courtney Walsh is nowhere in sight. So the West Indians lose their 9th wicket. And with it, Pakistan now well on the way to earning a series win against the West Indies. The last man in, Curtly Ambrose, hasn't had a very memorable test. In the first test, as a matter of fact, he took no wickets at all. Al Hooper dabs it down. There's somebody at third man, Mohammad Wasim. He trusts Curtly Ambrose enough to amble across for a single. 29 runs required now to avoid an innings defeat. Oh, Curtly Ambrose can't get down to it in time. And the Pakistanis are now 2 up in the series. They won the series, and handsomely too. The last time they won a series against the West Indies was 1958-59 under Fazal Mahmood, when Gary Service led the West Indies. That was 2-1, and it's already 2-0 with 1 test still to go. So Pakistan, well done, riding on the back of 177 by Inzamam ul Haq and 160 by Amir Sohail. Also good bowling there by Wasim Akram. Hooper not out on 73, and he particularly will be very disappointed that the West Indians were unable to put up a better resistance.